Wisdom is seeing the false as the false. Ignorance is believing that the false is true. That is the decisive difference between wisdom and ignorance. We live in a profoundly troubled world. Toil, suffering, frustration, hopelessness are all parts of this world for most people. And for you and me who are living in what a cousin of mine once called the head of the pimple, I think he's referring to New York, but it's really the Western world. We are living in a fortunate place indeed compared to most of the world. We have safety, we have security, we have computers, we have refrigerators. We have 1,000,001 conveniences. We're the lucky ones. But when we are living lives of disconnection, we must invent things in order to compensate for the reality that fills this world. And so, who marches in but religion? And in this video, I want to talk about false religion. Because remember, the difference between wisdom and ignorance is those who are wise see the false as the false, and those who are ignorant believe that the false is true. So what would you need to do in order to control the masses? What do you need to do in order to make sure that the rulers stay as the rulers and the ruled remain as the ruled? Well, you would do a very clever thing. You would say, here comes a theology of liberation. God is love. God loves you. And you will be liberated in the next life. Or, conversely, taking Eastern philosophy, that's Western philosophy, that after you die, if you're obedient, if you're a good boy and girl, you'll go to heaven. That's the lucky ones. On the Eastern side, it's not so much heaven, although heaven's there too.
Hello.
It's also that this world is an illusion. That awakening, liberation means waking up to the illusion of this world. So you have Eastern bullshit on one side, the illusory world, and we have Western bullshit on the other. There's the world of heaven. And of course, if you disobey, if you're disobedient, just like if you're disobedient in front of your parents, just like if you're disobedient at school and don't do what you're told, and just like if you're disobedient in the workplace and don't do what you're told, nobody punishes the way God punishes. Because not only do you get punished, but you wind up going to hell for eternity. There's no hope for you. It's all based on the carrot and the cudgel. And any time a system requires threats of violence, it is truly the false. It is designed to keep you in a trance. It's designed to keep you behaving and acting like a robot. The moment you negate this world as illusion and you've entered the world of Eastern bullshit, the moment you go, well, God is love and we'll find that at the pearly gates after we die, you have replaced faith and belief into illusion. This is the real. And the real is full of density, of texture, of depth, of beauty, of challenge, of pain and suffering and passion and love. Avocados and artichokes. Seinfeld, Larry David, New York City, Paris. It also has Lagos, Nigeria. It has the conflicts of the Middle East. It's not that life was intended to be simple or life was intended to be complex. It's just that life is what it is. And so, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue choosing the bullshit of the East versus the bullshit of the West? I mean, that would seem to be the choice. Or would you rather have a true message of liberation, which means I am connected to all that is in this moment and in this world, and I will do what my spirit and my mind and my heart moves me to do in the moment? What to you, what is more liberating? I say here and now that the truth will rise the moment we see the false as the false. And the world of religion, this world of this isn't real, the Eastern version, and you'll get all the goodies, the rewards after death, the Western, that is the false. So when you reject all that is false, all these institutional structures that rely on obedience and then punishment if you don't do what you're told, if you see that as the false, freedom, liberation will rise up to fill the vacuum. That's how it works. That's what awakening and authentic enlightenment is all about. All the others are false. Those that say it's all love, it's all perfect, it's all wonderful, they are the false speakers. I come to you in truth. I don't know your life. I speak only for myself. Your task is to speak for yourself. No one can tell you what to say. You are your own healer. Wake up to your own bliss, your own power, your own beauty. Forget all the rest. Forget about what other people will say or care about. Forget that. That isn't important. Really, what's important is you. And it's not to desire fantasy, but to desire your joy. And if you're dealing with terrible struggles in your life, whether they're health problems or financial problems or economic problems, that is what life has delivered to you. And we must struggle our way through it. Those things are storms, and all storms pass. And we do what we need to do. Joy will come, tribulation will come. We have equal measures in this life. Through it all, there is awareness that is affected by neither joy nor tribulation. It just is. We have both qualities. On one side is the ever-changing life, and on the other side is this passionless awareness. And they meld into one, and in that one is everything. And that is, in fact, the message of truth. I've grown tired of fools. I hear them spout their doctrinaire nonsense on places like Facebook constantly. And I hope they are offended. I don't care, because I've just grown tired. I've grown tired of people as robots. Awaken from the stupidity. I'm sure I have my own stupidity. And every day I challenge myself to find my own stupidity. And on a good day, I find lots of it. And that's the message. That's the beauty. Anything that has obedience and reward makes you into a child. If you're a good boy and girl, you'll get rewarded. If you're a really good guy, you'll have sex tonight if you're lucky. If you do your job, Peterson, you'll get a 3% inflationary raise in a couple of years. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's your pink slip. Sorry. Can't help it. True. Many times we're stuck in those systems. We have to support our families. We have to do what we need to do. But we don't have to buy into the bullshit of it. That's all I want to say. I want to thank you for watching, though. And my heart goes out to you, and I'm honored that you have watched this. Thank you.